Let's go to Mike, though, who says this Mets season, you don't think it's over yet, do you, Mike?
No, I've been watching the Mets a long time. Thanks for taking my call, guys. I'm 64 years old yesterday. And,
happy birthday.
Thanks a lot, guys. And I've been a Met fan for a long time. Now, New York sports, and again, I'd like to get another point across after I say this. New York sports fans, I can't comment on other cities, are so demanding. We expect so much from our team every year. And it's amazing what one bad month can do to a season. Baseball's a really long season. Again, I'm the eternal optimist, but I'm also a realist, and I see what's going on. Now, the point I want to try and get across to you two guys is this. Do you think that when an organization like the Mets things are going bad in many, many different directions? Relief pitching, I don't have to go through it all. Hitting, veterans are not coming through. There's so much going on. That do you think that this is an internal thing? I'm wondering if Mendoza's I hate to criticize the guy after a month and a half, if he's the right guy for the job. It just seems to me that more than just a tweak here and a tweak there, and it just seems like there's too much combined to be corrected. I did say that the season's not over, but there's just so much that needs to be right. Where do you start? Where do you start to make things better? Sometimes 2 minutes of human emotion, whether it's negative human emotion, and I'm talking about Lopez, or positive, what can do to a team. Maybe this is what the Mets needed. Maybe this is what most of the people of them are feeling inside. Maybe Lopez generated this, and he compelled this team meeting, and maybe feelings were let out there.
Yeah, maybe, but also you look and see that there's a lot of work that has to get done here. All right, they don't really have a rotation to speak of. Senga obviously derailed that with his injury. You lose Alvarez, you lose Diaz. There's reasons why they're in the situation that they're in, but also you're not guys aren't playing to the back of their baseball card. Pete Alonso's hurt right now, but he hasn't been playing the way that you'd like to see somebody play in their walk year. Lindor's batting .211, and he's actually played better as of late, but he's been around the Mendoza line, which is not good. McNeil's not living up to expectation. Nimmo's not living up to his contract. It goes on and on here, Peter, that now Stearns comes in, and this was supposed to be the year to evaluate, see what we have. So clean it out. There's some, Lindor's not going anywhere. Alvarez isn't going anywhere. Senga's not going anywhere. Nimmo doesn't look like he's going anywhere. But other guys, this is when you start to trade. That's why I think being a realist is better moving forward for this team, so that you can make the necessary changes. If you go after some fugazi wild card spot, you may miss the opportunities to move some pieces and rebuild this team. And I just think that if you've made the decision that Pete Alonso is not part of your future, trade him sooner than later, because you might get more for him in June than you would at the end of July. Eat some contracts, move some things around. Steve Cohen's got some money. You saw it with Scherzer and Verlander. Let's get going here. But this whole, it's not over till it's over. Well, then when it's over, then what do you got? Just be real, all right? I love this team as much as you do, but sometimes you've just got to be real and realize that, you know what? It may say 6 games out of a playoff spot, but you're 11 games under 500. I don't even want to talk about playoffs. 6 games are not all equal. You can't, even in baseball with 3 wild cards, you can't even consider yourself anything like a playoff team unless you're playing above 500, to me.